Aries, how are you? Welcome back to another episode of Solari Tarot. It's Greg here. I'm here to do your reading for February. How are you? It's been a long time since we've sat down and done this. I tossed over whether I was going to come back to the channel and thought, screw it. I'm gonna do it. I have the time right now. I miss you guys so much, and I miss offering to the universe in this way and doing this work. So here I am. This is going to be for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Obviously not going to resonate with everybody. Check your Sun, Moon, Rising signs. Guys, you know the spiel. No personal readings right now. Any information you need in the description box below. I, Aries, have been meditating on your energy here, but I'm ready to just get in. Let's go. Spirit, what message do we have for Aries, February 2021? What is the message? Please bring us the accurate message. Please help me articulate correctly. The Magician, wow. What a perfect card to start the reading off with. The energy of the spark of beginning, the creation of what is desired. Five of Swords. Looks like somehow this is being created because of a walking away. Also, don't forget, Aries, the Magician is your card. I'm seeing that some changes could be made in terms of the people around us here in the month of February. We could be making decisions with all of our facts in order, should I say. There's an awareness as to, oh wow, the Nine of Pentacles, and it's decided to come out here in the reverse. Okay. Somebody's walking away from something that's brought instability. I gotta say, with the Five of Swords, often folks, I see this as cutting something out. The Hanged Man. Yeah, somebody's let go of something. This was creating an instability. This letting go of whatever somebody's let go of has created a manifesting spark, though, that is kind of opened up the consciousness, so to speak, of the person that is watching this reading. The Nine of Swords. There's just so much muddy water here. And it's like somebody is sleeping in the mud here. And they're like, God, this is not enough for me. I'm not happy in this place. I don't want to fucking sleep in the mud, bro. I want to be the witch. I have these tools. I have the pentacle. I have the chalice. I have the wand. I have the sword. I've got to cut some things out. I've got to find some stable ground. I've got to let go of some shit. I've got to quit freaking out. Somebody's paranoid here. I got to start sleeping, man. Oh shit, look at that. Something else. These cards are flying out. Hi. I hope you guys don't see too much of it up close. The Five of Pentacles, unfortunately. Look, guys, this energy is lost. Somebody has lost their total grounding. The universe has forced someone's hand here, Aries. And it looks like it's yours, baby. Whatever is going on here as we move into February, it looks like a spark happens. It's like somebody's laying in the mud, and then a light bulb flicks on. Ah. Wait, yes, that's right. Because this energy that is all about what you've lost, or what is walked away from you, or what you've walked away from, it's just like it's repeating in your head. It's like over and over and over and over. All you can think about is what you've lost. It's like you suddenly, it's like divine inspiration. You're like, oh shit, I'm way better than this. Because this energy here that you're setting in, Aries, puts you in a particularly unstable place. You guys are really, like hoping the ice doesn't break, so to speak. You know, you're trying to walk carefully, but every time you take the easiest, most delicate step, the ice cracks, and you're like, what the fuck? Wow. What else do we have for Aries here? Guys, this is heavy. And I just want to say to those of you that are in this energy of like, you're just like, I mean, guys, look. There's a low here, and if you're not feeling low right now, this is that low this is the energy, like the last low. Okay. Bunch of cards want to come out here. The fucking Tower. The Five of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Something didn't work out the way that you thought it was going to work out. Something blew up. Something didn't work. Something was hard to deal with the loss of. There's pain here, there's crying here, there's can't sleeping here, there's if I'd said something differently, if I'd done this differently, you know, why would they do this? The going over, you know, something, why did they not, like, I don't know, for some of you, this certainly could be a romantic thing. You really shot, you know, you shot your shot here and it didn't work out. You put yourself out there and somebody didn't feel the same, or you had an unrequited love, or, you know, you put everything on the line for something that proved to be unstable, that you were not prepared for, and the universe hung you upside down and said, wait, baby, you're looking at this all wrong. You're looking at this all wrong because you think that I, the universe, want to shatter everything around you, and maybe that's what has happened, but what I have done is provided you, even though you're sleeping in mud, I've provided you with the tools that you need, yet, even though you think you don't have them, they're there to bring you to stable ground, to bring you to a warm fire, to bring you to the soft bed, to bring you an emotional message of healing and a message of, you know, hey baby, hang in there. Man, I'm going to pull one more and then we'll do a little clarification. The Page of Cups, right? You see, the thing is that I'm seeing that in February, like, this place in you that has been, you're daring to dream again. It's like you are daring to dream. You're saying, oh God, this hurts. I can't stay here. I can't be here. And the universe is saying, yes, bitch, that's what we've been trying to say. You hate this, don't you? You hate this part of life that is so painful and constantly traumatic and constantly questioning you and your worth and what you're here for and whether you're here for anything. It's like somebody is like, God, I'm at the bottom of the barrel here. I'm not even sure I'm worth it. I'm not even sure I've got what it takes here. But this is not true. Somebody's shifting into a place where there's an inspiration comes again. Right? I keep hearing the word in my head, necromancy. And obviously, necromancy is the art of bringing the dead back to life. And while I am certainly not necessarily requesting you do necromancy unless you are a necromancer, I will say it's like the dead rises again, but whole. Because you know that expression they have, y'all, where they say, well, honey, there's nowhere to go but up, right? That is exactly where you are. There's nowhere to go but up. There's nothing else to do but improve. And I've been at this very place in my life, to be honest and fair, more often than I would have liked over the last many years of my life. For those of you that have been with me on the channel for a while, you know my struggle. You know, I know that the real subscribers that knew that I dipped out for a year, like, I never quit doing tarot, bitches. I'm a witch through and through. This is what I do, honey. But it just, there were big awarenesses from big traumas that reminded me that I couldn't be on YouTube because it was triggering to you. And you, a lot of you weren't really resonating with the messages I was giving in. You just wanted to hear that. And so as I come back to the channel, I had to go through the very same place that you might be in right now. This place of like, you know what, if I was worth it, you would see it by now. If somebody gave a shit about me, wouldn't life be differently? And then all of a sudden you're like, no, this is not who I am. This is not what I'm here for. This is not what I'm here to do. Inspiration happens. Give me just a minute. I want to go a little deeper, and I want to be able to really empathize here. I'm going to use a little of this Mystic's Delight oil that I really love from House of Intuition. I've been mentioning them in these videos because I used to visit their shops in Miami. They're LA based, and made good friends with some of the witches that work there, and honestly really want to support businesses that could use the the promotion. And while I would recommend, as you know me, making your own Mystic's Delight oil at home, because it's, if you have an apothecary, not too bad. If you can't do all those things, or it's just, herbs aren't your thing, you just want to get the product, House of Intuition is the place to go. Let's start to clarify. Okay. So right off, here comes the Ace of Cups. Or excuse me, the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups kind of popping out. We're going to put them back, but I want to keep them in mind here. Aries, what's our energy for the Magician for Aries? What is our energy for Aries? Okay, look at that. That's incredible. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Honestly, that's like kind of the message. We could stop here. It's beautiful. We're not going to stop here, but we could. Because look at this. Nine of Pentacles on the Magician. With that Nine of Pentacles in reverse here. And you saw it. It flew out and landed in reverse. So that you can find your grounding again, the spark that you're feeling, the little reminder that this is a part of your cycle and you're about to begin again, and you're about to manifest, and you're about to rebuild the shattered pieces of what was. This is kind of the message, because here you are doing it. You have done it before, Aries. You have done it before. And this energy's not easy, baby. The Tower's here. It's like shit is falling apart. Shit is hitting the fan. There is no other way around it. But like, here is the Nine of Pentacles to remind you of your ability to cultivate stability, even in this time, because you've done it before. Tell me about the Five of Swords. Okay, is this it? The Two of Pentacles. There have been situations in your life that you've wanted to walk away from, or perhaps you tossed up whether or not you should walk away from something, or whether or not you should leave, whether or not you should cut something off. This was something, and honestly, the lack of making a decision kind of put you in a place where you were unstable, and I think you're beginning to realize that now. Like, fuck. Really, life did hit me hard, yes, but in a way, my response put me here too. It's like, and then you're feeling shame and sadness and guilt and paranoia, and it's like, that's not the point. That's not what the universe was trying to get you to understand. You know? It's really the Five of Cups message, the crying over spilled milk energy. Sorry guys, I have some hella stuff on my camera right now, so I'm like full, but let's get back to business. Sorry, we're splicing these two together. We have the World and the Ten of Wands here, that came out on this Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And I think it is just the time to put it in the ground. It's so heavy for you. It has totally, something has debased your entire life. And I don't know what this is, but like something has totally shifted your entire world upside down. And as hard as it is, it's time to dream of the future, and it's time to cultivate and build the new abundance that you wish to build. I've been kind of giving a message similar to this to so many signs lately, and I think it's just the collective energy of all of us, regardless of zodiac, because we're all going through so much. But you have felt unbalanced. And it's almost like you dream of a better you. Like, I'm seeing a person here who, like, just to put it, like, in a kind of more mundane way. Like a person who was a gym rat, had a great body, who always went to the gym, never missed a day, and now is at the place where, like, over COVID, they didn't go to the gym, they don't love their body, and they dream about, like, or post Insta stories or pictures, like a lot of them actually I'm seeing, of like their bodies before, or pictures of them when they felt like they were more beautiful, or they felt like they were more attractive. It's like somebody hitting this low and feeling like they'll never be that beautiful person again. But this is changing because you're realizing that, like, you thought that before and then you became that beautiful person, right? So to be honest with you here, it looks like you learning a really big life-shifting lesson about how you view yourself and how you navigate yourself through the trauma that you go through. And I'm like talking to somebody here, like I'm talking to Aries who have been through this for a long time. Like life has really beat them down over the course of, like, here we are, decades, I want to say. Like life has really hit them hard, and it's like they look left and right for their blessings and they just never feel like it's ever there. But it is. And the irony of the Magician, I like to call the card the Witch often when I'm putting it in readings, because I love that it's essentially the same thing, you know. I just love the Witch, obviously. But this idea that, you know, you have all the tools to make magic, but you don't. You don't. It's almost like your inner magic sets you free here, right? Like, you know, for some of you, it could literally be discovering that you are a witch. I don't know. It's happened to many of us in the community, unless you were born into it, which is more stressful, I promise. You know, the thing is here is that you begin to dream again of you know, it's like, I don't know why I keep wanting to use so much metaphor here, but it's like somebody who fills their house with plants and they all died and they want to do it all over again. So they go and they fill their house with plants this time, learning and listening to the cues of the plant as to how to best care for its need and keep it alive and thriving, and over time it will grow and it will become luscious and beautiful, and you will reap so much benefits from the plant and the purpose that it serves. But at one time you had a brown thumb, right? Everything you touched died, and it's like you begin to learn how to cultivate longevity. Talk to me about the Hanged Man, the Two of Cups. Some of you are letting go of union, and that is the toughest thing, dude. And it's so weird that I'm sitting here talking to you about these kinds of energies today, because I've just had a really weird day about this kind of idea of letting go of a union or letting go of one that you love. So for those of you that are dealing with this energy, this Two of Cups, you know, having to let go of a connection or let go of a love, and I definitely see that this kind of energy, a person could put you here. I think somebody put you here. I want to be honest. I think a person put you here. But I think in some way also you put you here, and you get that. Like, I think you know that now. You're like, yeah, you fucked me up, dude. Like, you really messed with me, and you really made me feel something that I thought was real that turned out to be totally fake. It was all fake. And carrying the heaviness of the realization of this makes me sick. And the longer that I am this, and look at the sun start to shine in the window just gorgeously as I'm saying this. It's like the second that I realize what I am, the witch within. Oh God, tell me about the Nine of Swords. I don't know, guys. I'm just like feeling the Nine of Wands. Quite frankly, some of you guys are having to like put up walls of resistance against your own mind. You're like, oh God, like somebody's like, oh man, I have some mental health. I want to cover this shit up with medication. Gotta be honest. And to be fair, in this kind of energy, I don't think I would blame you, honey, as long as it's not making you, you know, suicidal or having any adverse effects on your personality or your, you know, the person that you are. Like sometimes I think we should be really open and honest. And I'm seeing the person here that might need medication because they've gone through so much. They have so much trauma. I'm hearing PTSD, like somebody's really gone through the gamut of bad things. And you know, there is no shame, and if the medication really does help you and the dosage that you're taking doesn't create any adverse side effects and you feel better because of it, I'm all about it. I think it's great for people. I've never been able to take medication that didn't have an adverse side effect. In my life, I would have some mental health problems sometimes growing up, and those pills would totally make me suicidal, so I can't take them. I've had to rely on the craft, and I've had to rely on nature, really, and herbs to help, because the drugs don't work for me, unfortunately. And what a crock of shit to like feel like shit and then take a drug that's supposed to make you feel better, and then instead you want to kill yourself. Right? Like, we don't want that kind of energy. But there is an energy here. Like, I want you to make no mistake. If you're watching this right now, you have suffered, bitch. You have suffered so hard. You have been drugged through the ringer. You have been laying in the mud, covered in freaking blood, man. You have been beaten up. You have been abused. You have been tested. You have been defeated. You have been broken. You have lost so much, and I think the Hanged Man means you realize, bitch, this is my story. I'm gonna marry the night. I won't give up on my life. I'm a warrior queen. Live passionately tonight. Right? I'm gonna marry the dark. I am gonna marry this. You think you killed me, bitch, but I am still alive. I'm getting super emotional. Give me 10 seconds. I'm still alive. Wow. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles. I'd like to move on. I don't want to sit, I want to keep us moving, but like this reading might be one of the longest ones I've done. I don't know. I just like want to be with you guys right now. I don't know who's watching this, who needs this. I don't know. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles. The Hierophant, the Ace of Wands. It's exactly it. You lose everything, and then it's almost like you go back to your mentor, or you go back to a place that sheltered you when you were cold. You go back to the primordial flame. You go back to the primordial you. You go back to karate lessons, Cobra Kai style, right? You go back to church because you need that connection to divine. You go back to your coven. You begin to practice the art of witchcraft or magic again. You go back to your ashram. You find your being. You go back to roller derby. You go back to yoga. You go back to the gym. You go back to yourself. You go back to that healthy lifestyle. Because you think you are going to tear me down. But I think there is a little piece of me left in there. And I will nurse myself back to health, and I may have to go to others more educated than I may have to go to a therapist. I may have to go see a professional. But I'm going to do that. Because I'm going to build this back. Because I'm going to keep myself alive. You don't get that pleasure. You took everything away from me, but you don't get the pleasure of watching me die. No way. Enough is enough. Whew. Aries, what the fuck, bro? You guys are tripping. Okay, let's clarify the Tower card. I'm sure that's going to be just a bundle of joy. Damn. Okay. The Empress, look at this. You came for my kingdom, baby. And you ransacked it. Maybe some of my subjects are dead. And maybe some of my castle has collapsed. And maybe you stormed right into the throne room of my sovereignty. and you hurt me, and you put that knife in my chest, but baby, I am not dead. You didn't win. I'm honest with you, this energy is gorgeous. This is beautiful. You know, Sagittarius had a similar reading, but this is like that times 1,000, really. It's like gorgeous, really. The fire signs are a force to be reckoned with here in February, and tell me what the Five of Cups. The Nine of Swords. I mean, look, you're in a place. You're in a shitty place. That Nine of Swords has come out twice, baby. You're really having a hard time. You are. I'd like to send my love to you because those times in life are so hard. The Universal Mother, Gaia, if you will, Demeter, wants to remind you that you will heal. And the dreams that nobody could take away from you, even through the worst of the chaos, you will receive. My friend, sometimes the nitty-gritty of life and war and conflict and aversion gets the best of us. Makes it feel like the best of us is gone. But it isn't. You are still you. Please make sure that if you're having a hard time with your mental health and you're not able to grasp it on your own, to absolutely not be afraid to reach out to a mental health professional. This is your sign from the universe, baby. Therapy systems and recovery systems really work, and they can really help you when you're having a hard time in life. Man, the game of life is really hard sometimes. I get it. Sometimes being a part of the fight is going to shelter, respite, retreat. You gotta live to fight another day, right? I love you. I'm sorry you're experiencing such a hard time in life. If you're new to this channel, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We would love to have you here. You guys will be seeing me more regularly again, as my life provides. I can never make you promises. My life changes so often. I just know when the universe guides me to do these readings, I do them. And that is the best I can say. I am sending you so much of my energy and my love and my strength so that you can overcome this hard challenge. Hang in there, Aries. You're still alive after all.